Hey everyone, Holden here with Gold Plating Services. If you're new to gold plating, you're probably wondering what the first step of the electroplating process is. Well, the first step is Electro-Cleaner. The purpose of Electro-Cleaner is to make sure your item's surface has a final cleaning done and that the surface is wet out. In this video, we are going to be going over the metals that Electro-Clean works with, the first step in the electroplating process, what Electro-Cleaner needs to work, keeping stuff clean when electroplating, and the problems that occur when electroplating. Here's a list of some of the common metals that Electro-Clean is used to prep the surface. The only exception is chrome items. The chrome stripper replaces your Electro-Clean in the plating process. We've found that some metals break down the solution faster than others, and those metals are copper and brass. For bath plating, the most common anodes you will need for Electro-Clean is either a graphite or a stainless steel anode. For brush plating, you will need a stainless steel anode. Next, you will need to know the voltage for the Electro-Clean. For Electro-Clean, the voltage is more flexible and can vary between 5 to 7 volts. For small-scale plating or for large-scale plating, you need to look at the TDS for Electro-Clean to know what your appropriate voltage should be at. What you will need next is a temperature range for your Electro-Clean to work the most effectively at. Electro-Clean does work at room temperature, but if you want it to be most effective, the temperature range that is recommended is 120 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. If you are working with stainless steels or steels, they can be kind of stubborn, and we recommend that you heat your Electro-Clean. For brush plating, you can use the Electro-Cleaner at room temperature. You should be electro-cleaning your items from 30 seconds to 2 minutes. If you're leaving your items in the solution for over 2 minutes, then it's either you have not pre-cleaned your item well enough and need to go back and clean it, or it's time to change out your solution. If you are having issues with pre-cleaning, racking, or rinsing your items, do not move on to the next step. Solve the problem first before you continue, because if you just push through the problem and not fix it, then it will make it much worse. Electro-Clean is great for cleaning the surface of your item, but before you Electro-Clean, you want to make sure you've had all the required pre-finished steps completed, like having your item polished, or even washing your item with hot soapy water. Electro-Clean can get very bubbly and pull quite a bit of solution out of your Electro-Clean bath. If you drag Electro-Clean or other contaminants into your other solutions, it could cause them to break down faster. To avoid this, we use rinse baths filled with distilled water to rinse our items before going into other solutions. We suggest you use multiple rinse baths for Electro-Clean because of how much solution stays on your item. For brush plating, you can either use a rinse bath for your item, or you could use a spray bottle filled with distilled water and rinse off your item that way. For plating, you can use the same Electro-Cleaner for both bath and brush plating. There isn't a different solution for either one. An important thing to remember is to make sure your item stays wet out through the entire plating process. You can make sure an item is wet out by regularly checking your item between baths. We do have a separate video on wetting out, and you can check that out in the description of this video. For brush plating, a good technique to achieve the best results with the Electro-Clean is to create a buffer zone. Creating a buffer zone with the Electro-Clean makes it so you're able to transition your final plate in the end. You can see a demonstration of this technique in the Plating a Hubcap video, and that will be in the description below. When bath plating, you want to make sure your item is bubbling and getting Electro-Cleaned properly and wetting out when you take it out. I hope you guys learned more about our electro-cleaning solution in this video. If you do have questions, please go to our website and contact our tech support at our tech email. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.